I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm not here to tell you to part out your car, to sell your car. Let's talk about something that everyone is having a hard time grasping. There's a new Z in town, and it's time to get rid of the old one. It's time. Yo, all right, cool. We're recording.
What is that?
Why is the weirdest insect in front of the light right now?
What is that?
For those of you that are not aware, recently the new Nissan Z has been announced and it will be available spring of 2022. Your 370Z, your 350Z, your 300ZX, your 240 is not older than it was a couple months ago. It's crazy to think about. I'm even going to call this video Nissan 370Z versus new Nissan Z or something along those lines because I feel like I have to talk about this. I've been thinking about it a lot. I'm just going to get right into it. There's no point in buying a new Nissan 370Z. I mean, what's the point? If you want to comment below, let's make this a conversation. Would you take a 370Z or the new Z and why? Obviously, we still got to drive the new Z, see how it drives, so we get a better comparison of the two. But at this point, what is the point of having a 370Z? The new Z is going to come out. Once that comes out, the price of the 370Z is completely going to drop. So why not sell your 370Z now where the prices are ridiculously high before the market crashes even, and then when the new Z comes out, buy that? It's a great question. It's a great topic to speak on. I'm just saying. I was curious, right? So we did something. Went on the Instagram, if you guys haven't already, follow me there at RealDannyZ, and I asked if you're buying a new Z, are you getting rid of the old one? Question mark, question mark. 77% of you said, no, I'm keeping it. 23% of you said yes, for sale. Definitely thought it would be more of a 50-50. I can kind of understand why people would keep theirs. I bet the main reason is they have modified it and they're not sure what to do. I just thought the result of that poll was pretty interesting. If we're being honest, this is a 350Z. With a little bit of a better engine. It's a 3.7 instead of a 3.5. It is a VHR. It's better than a 350Z, but not really. The amount of times I've been going to college and people are like, oh, I love your 350Z. What's even the point of having a 370Z anymore? I feel like the 370Z is going to fall in such a weird category where everyone's going to forget there's a 370Z. It's going to be 350Z, car that looks like a 350Z, and then we got the new Z. I mean, I love mine, and no, we're not selling it. And I'm currently building this car as like my ultimate dream car. If you guys have not yet already, subscribe to this channel, like the videos, because a lot of insane content is gonna come out. We actually just secured the new wheels for this car, and it looks freaking insane. Let's talk about the 370Z. What do we have? A 3.7 liter V6. All right, it's awesome. I love this car. It has a lot of potential. Much stronger engine than the new VR that's coming in the new Z. Let's talk about the new Z as well. I have genuinely never seen a car where they announce the name and people are still getting the name wrong. I find myself still saying 400Z. I go on the internet and people are still saying 400Z. I talk to people in person, they're still saying the 400Z. Partially is my fault and other YouTubers' fault for using 400Z in the title, but still, it's pretty funny. This car behind me, the 370Z, comes out of factory with 332 horsepower to the crank. Roughly, whenever you dyno, it's usually 280 to the crank. The new 400... I almost did it. The new Z, 400 horsepower to the crank. How much can we say that's to the wheels? Maybe like 300, 340, 350. It does have a lot of torque, though. Comes with, I believe, 350 torque. This car has, like, no torque at all. Like, what is it? Like, 260 torque? It's pretty bad. It does come with twin turbos. Relatively new engine. Let's talk about how expensive it's going to be to get aftermarket parts, though, for the new Z. It's going to be very expensive compared to a 370Z or a 350Z due to the fact where it's a completely new car. You're probably going to have to wait like a good 1.5, 2, 3 years for aftermarket parts to actually start coming out, aftermarket bumpers and whatnot. Yeah, man. What would you guys do? Let me know. Honestly, when it comes to drivetrain, I believe they kept the same transmission as this car. They have the same gear ratios. I sat in the car, I felt the shifts, I felt the clutch, I felt like I was in this car. And if you do decide to go ahead, sell your Z or keep it and get the new one, if you did not watch my last video where I explained everything in 10 minutes, this is basically what you get in the performance model, which you would not get in the sport model, which is the cheaper version that starts at 40 grand. You get synchro rev match, which we do have in the 370Z, best feature ever. You get launch control, limited slip differential. The sad thing is, you're gonna spend 40 grand on the sport model, and it comes with open. You get the performance model, probably 50 grand. You get the LSD, you get 4 piston brakes, you get 2 pistons in the rear, you get a big 9-inch touchscreen display instead of the 6, and then you get navigation and Wi-Fi. Is it worth it? That's for another video. Is it better than a Supra? That's for another video. I have a buddy that's always messaging me why the Supra is better than the new Z for absolutely no reason. This Z has started a war on the internet between the new Supra and the new Nissan Z. They're completely different cars. The Supra doesn't even have a manual, and it's like 10 grand more than the Z. Stop comparing it. It's not even worth the time. 2 complete different cars. I feel like I'm just going ham right now. How do you guys feel about Donda, by the way? Do you like it? Do you not? Let me know down below. I really like it. I don't think it lived up to the hype, but I also think it's a very, very, very good album. 370Z definitely looks better, though. If you like this car, I would definitely keep it and not buy the new Z. After owning both, I feel like the new Z or the 370Z looks better than the new Z. By, I would say 30%. I'm not selling mine, like I said. I'm keeping 100% keeping mine. I love this car. But if you think about it, does it make sense to keep this car and buy a new Z if you're the regular Joe or the regular person or me? Oh my gosh, did you see that? Do you see what's good? What if this is the last Z that's not electric? They make it for 2-3 years and then that's it. This Volvo, for instance, let's say the price of this one is going up and there's a new one that's coming out in a few months. It's faster, has more utility, more things to do. Would it make more sense to keep this one or sell it and then buy the new one when it comes out that is just a lot better? I'm gonna be honest, I don't think that made any sense, but I just wanted to get a cool shot next to the Volvo. The only bad thing that I do understand, obviously it's a big jump from a 370Z or 350Z to a new Z, is the price. The pricing is a lot. But then as your Z gets older, it might break down a lot more. You might have to spend a lot more money than you could have just purchased the new Z. I don't know, you tell me what's 2 + 2. But yeah, let me know what you personally do. Would you keep the Z? Are you gonna get the new Z? What do you think about it? Do you guys honestly think it's a big upgrade from the 370Z? I personally think it is. Not a humongous upgrade, but a really nice upgrade. As always, make sure you smash the thumbs up button. Let me know what you honestly think. And with that being said, my name is Danny. This is the 370Z. You saw the 300ZX. And hasta luego. Peace. Love you guys.